Hello teacups, what's brewing? I do not usually record at this time. It's about 10:30 p.m. here in the UK. I've got a really busy day tomorrow, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to film a react and still edit it and upload it in a somewhat timely fashion. So I just slapped some makeup on and here we are. But Chantal has just gone live. It was a little bit unexpected, but given that she is very consistent in her decisions, I suppose not really. She'd left a community tab saying that she was going to be back in a few days, and then she uploaded this live. But because by some mercy it is actually a quick live, it's only about 30 minutes, I thought I'd record the react now, and perhaps I can either work the editing tonight if it doesn't go too long, or fit it in tomorrow around the other things I have to do. So let's get started.
I'm glad you got the notification. Cheers, I'm having a watermelon juice.
That always goes well for you.
I feel like having...
Is it hydrating?
Something sweet, but like naturally sweet, and very hydrating. I'm so thirsty. So thirsty, and this really does the trick for me, so it's like...
I would say water would also do the trick for you, rather than adding sugars. The kind of confirmation of diabetes makes me even more concerned for the amount of juices she tends to drink. She bought quite a few of them when she was doing her Tim Hortons 24-hour thing. She seems in a much chipper mood today, I will say. It's been a while since we've had a live stream that just wasn't her fully raging at us. So she seems much happier. She is working pretty hard right now to rehabilitate her image a little bit, and it looks like this is going to be part of it. I'm sure she's going to talk a lot about positive energy. But, well, you know, it's not unusual for her to have to do this, but it does really show when she deletes. This one is still up on her channel, I believe, or I grabbed it pretty quickly, so I don't know if it's actually processed and up as a video just yet. But she does have two very distinct sides to her personality, and I imagine for newer viewers who are perhaps more casual watchers of her, why she gets so much hate is perhaps more of a mystery, because unless you do follow her quite closely, she does delete things very quickly, and you don't get to see both sides of her that often. So this is clearly influencer Chantal here, who loves her audience and wants a positive space, and here we are.
Just squeezed watermelon, but it's like there's still watermelon pulp in it, so it's still got some of the fiber.
She could also eat watermelon if she really wanted, but I don't like watermelon really, I've got to say.
Okay.
It doesn't sound appetizing to me, but
that sounds
personal taste.
So I'm just gonna be on for half an hour. I asked Joe to set the timer because
good job, Joe.
I have to chubby you, Chantal Glover. Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I'm struggling a bit.
Oh, we've noticed
with the same issues as always, you know.
Yep.
And with dealing with my grams and family stuff.
That is such a shame. Although I saw the live stream when she went to her uncle's place where her mum and her grams were, and to say she was not helpful, you know, like she was very much a hindrance to the situation, and I don't see why she's there really, because unless you are going to help, and to be fair, we didn't see everything, and I know that's her catch-all, you don't see what's not on camera, and that's true. And she might have been really helpful around, who knows. But she didn't appear to be taking on much of the physical or otherwise heavy lifting in terms of the care of grams. Her mum was doing that. And she didn't seem to be assisting that much. And we only saw a small part of it. Maybe she was off camera. But I would say probably with her grandma being in such a vulnerable position, having recently come out of hospital, unless it's really necessary for her to be there and she can be of help, I would say it's probably safer for her just to stay away. As much as, you know, I know people like to say, no, she just uses her grandma to make herself look good. But let's presume she has human feelings and say she loves her grams. Yeah, let's give her that. You know, even if she loves her grams, I think right now would be a good time to take a hard look and be like, hey, how much am I helping here? How much am I really supporting my mum in this? And is it safer for me to give them some distance so not to put anyone at risk? You know, that's kind of where I am with that. I feel like her mum didn't sound particularly supported when she was there, but it was a stressful day. The grams, apologies. Her grams had only just come out, so I'm sure they were not at their best. But I'm not sure about her going over there, really. I think it just increases risk and there isn't really enough benefit balancing that, but we don't have the whole story.
Did you, Tracy? Okay, I'll check it out. I've been having problems with my DMs on Instagram. Some people say they message me and I don't see it. So if that's the case, I'll let you know.
I thought she had deleted her Instagram. Didn't she say in one of the lives she was going to do that? She was going to deactivate it. I thought she already had, but obviously I'm wrong.
So, what was I going to say? Hi, Mike. Hi.
Is that it?
How are you doing? Marina. Yeah, I'm probably going to try and see how it goes. To take at least 2 days off, like a week. And
she wants it to be a regular thing.
Try to stick to a schedule again for uploading, and meaning like having some structure. I'm really going to try to work on that.
I'm not massively hopeful that that's going to become a thing. Be lovely, but she's tried it multiple times. I mean, the last time she tried it quite recently, she didn't even put out a video. She was like, I'm scheduling it for here. And then she's like, I hate schedules. Sorry, guys. So I'm not overly hopeful. But like I said, she's very much in her influencer phase right now. So, you know, being consistent with her content and loving her audience and being very kind. And, you know, it's all part and parcel of the idea.
What? I'm not getting sued. Anyways, so...
That was, she threatened in a recent live, I think, to get Foodie Beauty reaction channel taken down. And I think the channel did disappear for a while. I believe it's back now. I don't know if it's back under the same channel and they just won an appeal, or if they've got a new channel and everything's been re-uploaded. I'm not sure. Feel free to clarify down in the comments if you know. But I saw on Twitter the reaction channel had said if Chantal keeps targeting her channel, she'd pursue it legally, which I think would be an interesting thing to watch. So we'll see how it goes, but that's where that comment has come from.
Yeah. So, what was I going to say now? Never fails. Always disrupted by some BS, huh?
Oh, a mask is slipping.
So just working in like what kind of videos I'm going to do. Try to be, I can see it, try to be very consistent, you know what I mean? So,
which would be lovely. Hasn't been her strength, but
dinner
people can change.
But like really work on them content. And try to bring more like interesting cases and like alternate that with creepypasta.
Please don't.
I want to do just like
her mysteries and her creepypastas are legit like my most hated content of hers. I'm not interested in crime and mysteries, and she doesn't really do a great job with them. She's not very engaging while she's talking about them because she struggles to recall things. I don't know. Hopefully that won't happen, but let's face it, that would require her to be consistent, and given that she's been promising my time warp, which I do love, for weeks now, I'm not overly concerned that this is going to be an issue, at least for a very long time moving forward.
Fun videos, you know, and videos that don't really involve my personal life, like I've been meaning to do, because it's just really, I think it's just going to be a lot less stressful to keep my private life separate from my professional life, you know what I mean?
I 100% agree with that. I don't think she's going to be able to do it because she's said it before. How many times she said, I'm taking all my weight loss stuff off Instagram or off YouTube. What platform are we on? She's done it. She's done it recently. It's a matter of hours before we see something come back.
Man, like a foot. So yeah,
She's got dirty dishes behind her there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Clean your background up at least. I mean,
Sorry.
I know the rest of the house is a tip, but at the very least, just clean up behind you. Where's your chalkboard?
Refreshing. I had to add ice.
I suppose it's a lie.
Because they don't add ice. And I will just be keeping things very positive. Like I said, personal life off of that. So I'm going to take just a couple days. I just wanted to say a quick hi. I'm going to be gone for like 2 days. It's not like that long. And I'll be back with a video I've planned. So,
interesting.
Yeah, definitely we're going to try to go on more outings whenever the weather's nicer. It's freezing here right now. There's so much snow.
It's been so miserable in the UK as well. It's been cold.
I know. I'm going to miss you guys.
I've got flood warnings in my area.
Joe Laurie, you are loved, baby. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So I'm doing all right. I'm just, you know, taking a couple days.
Which is fair. She can do that.
Freezing in Nova Scotia.
Frankly, her grasp on her temper has been tenuous, and she didn't come off looking that great out of the Gen stuff. So a break at the moment, even though she clearly did not stay off because she's doing this live, is probably for the best. Just gather yourself for a minute.
Put my hair back.
I'm amazed she got it up.
I can still do that at least with it.
I'm shocked because that, if you didn't see, you must have at this point because I don't think I reacted, but you all must have seen. She chopped her hair. She did her hair wrong. Yeah, and I didn't think she was going to be able to like scrape it back or anything. I will say, one of the lives recently, she did her makeup and she curled it and it looked so much better curled, like gently curled, than it did straight. So hopefully she sticks with that. But at least she can still tie it back. She still has kind of shorter bits here from when she did her fringe and it's growing out.
Time warp, yes, time warps.
Yes!
I'm going to reserve a spot.
When?
During the week for that. So I'll probably take Thursdays and Fridays off and then do videos like consistently. I'm really hoping that will work out. I'm going to really do my best and just really get involved with my channel content.
That makes me, I mean, she'll never stick to it, but that makes me a little sad because I have the most time on Fridays and Saturdays.
And, you know, just be more positive. Hi, Ladybug.
That'd be nice.
Christina. And hi, Eric. How are you? Yeah, I'll have to do lives here and there. Those will just be like above any content I do. Lives are not really like actual, they're just like bonus things. You know what I mean? It's not like...
That's true. She's been doing a lot of them recently because it's a lot easier for her to just record it and then YouTube deals with the upload. She doesn't have to edit it. There's a ton of stuff, but it's much easier and less effort for her. But at the same time, she does tend to rather show her ass in them.
Part of my regular stuff, that's just, these are just like hangouts. We're just like hanging out with you guys, you know?
Or, you know, opportunities to just spit vitriol.
Hi, Jer Bear. And then try to get back into doing time warps and like fun stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, lives are spontaneous.
I'd be excited.
Exactly. Thanks, Michelle Orman. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Hi, Dimples. I do it for you guys to laugh, you know? I like making you guys laugh.
She doesn't like making all of us laugh.
I'm having pure watermelon juice. It's very big. Just gonna sip it. Oh, and I also got for later.
At least eat the fruit so you have the fiber. I know it's got some pulp in it, but...
A taro milk tea. It's very big. Holy crap.
That's gonna have a lot of sugar in it.
But I'm gonna get, I'm gonna leave it in the fridge for later or tomorrow.
Milk tea isn't known for being low sugar content, but okay.
Taro is almost like a sweet potato. It's like a weird root vegetable. I don't know. Can anyone else describe it? I didn't feel like having the boba in it. I don't know. I'm not really into boba. I have to.
Boba is terrible for you, so I'm glad, for the sake of her health as such as it is, I'm glad she didn't. But I do like milk tea. I ate a lot of taro when I was living in Japan, actually. That's my experience of it. But I don't think I drank a lot of taro drinks, so that's interesting.
Really be in the mood.
I've seen it in drinks before, but I just never really tried it.
Thanks, my ponytail's cute. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, taro is like a fluffier yam. Jen Kiddo, it's not that I just want to stay away from. Oh, hi, Eggy Toast.
Ooh, what was she about to say then?
Tiffany, it's just that I'm just gonna take a couple days like in a row to try to. I'm trying to like make consistent, positive content for you guys and for me.
That would be nice if I think she. No, she couldn't. But if I thought she could maintain it, that would be lovely. But the problem with her positive content is because it is a persona she puts on, there is a kind of falseness to it. To anyone who's watched her more than, I don't know, a week or two, anyone who, but the most casual of viewers, it feels very fake because we know it's not her natural state. And so I always find the ones when she's being super positive, super influencer, to be a little bit disconcerting because you know it's not her.
But at the same time, incorporate like ways to like help with my mental health, because my mental health is just like, it gets in the way and it's hard to do that, to do things like to be ambitious, to do things and be positive and everything else and be productive. It's just really hard lately. So
we have noticed that, to be fair.
I'm going to work out a plan to do that, and I just feel like I just need it. Like, whenever I feel that way, I just need a couple days. You know, I'm just going to
take a break, ignore it, work on a plan, which is the same as actually doing the thing, until you get to actually doing the thing, and then you don't feel like it, and we never hear of it again.
A couple days, but I just wanted to talk to you guys for a bit first, and, you know, on a good sleep schedule. Getting there. Hi, Megan. Kinda. Mochi, thanks, Ruthie Pie.
I wish she would sort her sleep out. I know she's got no reason to. And I do find when I'm not eating as well, and this is even pre-surgery, I had the same thing. I'm generally a night owl myself. And the schedule I'm on now kind of forces me to sleep at regular hours or not sleep at all because I have to be up very early. But it's not my natural state. So I do sympathize with her a lot when she says, oh, you know, I'm a night owl. I find it very difficult to keep schedule because I have very similar problems. I think the way she eats definitely doesn't help. I find the more sugar, the more foods that aren't great for me that I eat, the weirder my schedule gets. I guess because my body is processing it in different ways. But I do wish she would get on a regular schedule because it would help with so much more of her mental health, being awake during the day, getting that exposure to the sun, and just having some kind of structure and purpose, which, to be fair, is kind of what she's talking about here. Maybe not so much the sleep, but we've seen other times where she just gives up. She's like, no, I'm going to be a night owl and ignore the whole world. Oh, I did a react to that once when she was doing her Popeye's chicken sandwich, and that got suggested to me in my... like after a video I watched the other day, and I clicked through and I was like, oh, it's been a while. She's going through exactly the same stuff. So it would be a really positive step for her, but it would take effort because she's got no reason to maintain it in her life in terms of a schedule she has to follow the way I have to follow my work schedule. But it would be positive.
Hi, Annalise, Kimberly. For me, setting schedules makes me feel like a failure because I never follow through. I go with the flow now and do stuff when the mood arises. You know what? That's terrible. That's true too. Like, thanks, Ralphie.
It's never led anywhere positive for her.
I feel like it's, you know, that's true. I never follow through, and it does make you like feel like a failure in a way. So, you know, but yeah, you're right. You know what?
Oh, better not to try.
Made me rethink everything. No, it's because, like, I do feel sometimes like I'm too hard on myself because I try to like always change, you know what I mean? Like,
I think she does tend to go through phases. I've got a feeling like this. I've got a feeling we're at the beginning of a new phase right now, however fast she cycles through it. Where she does try to do all the things at once and it's a terrible idea. But at the same time, she excuses so much and she does never follow through with it and things get more and more urgent. So now she's at the point where she does need to make a lot of sweeping changes all at once. So it's kind of a hard one to balance. But yes, you shouldn't beat yourself up if you don't get something done. But I think a little more personal accountability would go a long way with her. So, you know, actually following through and holding yourself accountable for that. She's at the point where I think that's more important than being worried about hurting her own feelings with the failure.
How I am by nature, when instead of just trying to work with it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it too, Victoria. That might just be the type of person I am too.
Look at her already talking herself out of this.
Because it does feel tedious otherwise. But this is more just like, you know, for me it might help with like YouTube stuff because the boxes are going to be gone soon. You guys will see. I know I keep saying that, but you're going to see.
Yeah, you do keep saying that.
I scheduled the first one and the second one, but they're going to come, I think it's next week. I have to check my...
I don't know why she does that. I mean, I get she probably just gets embarrassed and then changes her mind because she doesn't want to deal with them being in there. But every time she cancels, the pile is going to get bigger and worse. And she's going to get... well, she's not in control of it now. She's going to have less control over it because it's escalating, which is going to make her feel worse, which is going to make her funnel her feelings into spending money, which is going to be more boxes, and just the cycle continues until like it's up to the ceiling. So she really needs to get those guys in and clear this, because I think that's something that would really help her mental health, just to have a fresh slate with that.
Yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is... You know, for like YouTube schedule, for example, it's really kind of beneficial, I would say, because sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do for a video? You know, whereas like if I kind of just plan and work on it throughout the week, and having those 2 days, I can just like kind of pick and work at things. Because like doing things like mystery videos and all that like takes like extra work, you know, because you're not just sitting there and just eating. But...
I mean, the way she does them doesn't take a lot of extra work, let's face it. She pulls up the Wikipedia page. But, you know, she does it. She does the thing. This heavily implies then that she's going to take 2 days off, so she's going to be uploading 5 times a week. If she's not just doing straight mukbangs and these lives like she does now, I don't see her even maybe fulfilling that, because she's tried to schedule 3 times a week before and hasn't even got through the first one.
I like to have themed videos, like, in a way, because they're fun to do, you know?
I like her themed videos for the most part.
It makes me feel like I'm, like, actually doing, like, content, you know?
Well, that's because you are.
I don't know, that's just how I am. Michelle. Hey, from Toronto, fellow Canadian. Hey, Michelle! Jordan's planner, yes. Miss King.
Have we seen that planner again? Maybe she'll use it.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss King.
Oh. Okay, guys. I have to give her a little bit of credit here because she does so easily fly off the handle. But there was a straight up troll in a chat who super chatted her just to say, long live the Foodie Beauty reaction channel and Miss Hussey. And she could have lost the shit there and she didn't. So fair play to her.
Thank you for spending your money. I know. And they have a problem with my hair? I won't say anything.
Oh, good choice, because you were slipping there.
Have you considered a Discord server? No. Well, maybe that would be a good way to, you know.
She wouldn't maintain any other platform. She barely maintains this one.
I do leave my comments open.
Heavily filtered. Didn't she say she was turning comments off? No. She wasn't.
I don't really use the journal.
Yeah, that thing, that Jordan Shrinks journal, like, it would be a great tool for all the planning of the YouTube video schedule things she's going to do. But, yeah, I had a feeling it was just going to join the horde.
I don't think I'm going to purchase any more because I just don't even use them.
Good plan. Good plan.
Could all share recipes. Yeah, you know, that would help with engagement.
She's worried about engagement now.
Oh, cool, Crackerback.
Maybe stop doing these lives where you just cuss out your audience if you're worried about engagement. Oh, but I tell you what, yeah, recipes, I like them. I've been planning my meals recently, so I've been putting up a few things I've been making up on Twitter. So I like seeing new recipes and trying new things. That could be nice. But unfortunately, the recipe videos inevitably lead to the eating videos, which is where things get a bit sticky. We are in shutdown, yes. I know, Victoria, like, So how is she going to her grams if they're in shutdown?
You know, I just don't. So, yeah, Joe is timing this for 30 minutes because I have to get pizza. I was up at like 11 today.
I was going to say, what time is it for her?
7. When I get up at 7, I'm dead.
Let me work this out. I think...
Dead.
Sorry. I think she is 5 hours behind me. Either 5 or 7. But if she streamed this probably an hour or so ago, then it would have been 10... If we say 7 hours, it would have been about 3 p.m, I guess. Which would make sense if Pete's works nights, which I believe he does, and she got up at 11, that would make about sense.
So dead by like 9. So what I have to do is like make sure I get up later. So thank you.
I'm not sure why she thinks getting up later is going to help her. Like, I think the answer, and I hate doing this, so I don't blame her for not doing it. The answer would be go to sleep earlier instead of spending your night hours allowing your emotions to overwhelm you and going online and doing lives. Sleep better, you'll be able to get up earlier and get used to it. But without a schedule forcing her to do it, it's very difficult to implement when you're not used to it.
So basically, we have to go get a whole bunch of prescriptions I'm out of. I need my hormone treatment, I need my antidepressants, I need...
Why she let them run out?
A cream.
Cream, what on earth? I wonder, like, hormone treatment and antidepressants, she might have just be out today maybe, but it's weird that all those pills would run out at once, because I'm guessing you get different amounts for different amount of time with your prescriptions. So like, she shouldn't let that run down, because suddenly coming off that medication is not going to be good for her at all. But maybe I'm misinterpreting that, and maybe they gave her, like, I don't know, 2 weeks or a month's worth of medicine all at once, and now the month is up. But that seems to be cutting it very fine. I hope she's okay, because coming off medication suddenly is a bad idea.
I need
especially with all her issues.
And I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, like a whole bunch of supplements. And I ordered on Amazon a rack. It's like I think it's a spice rack for the kitchen, but it's like a shelf, little thing to go on your desk. And one shelf pulls out, has like 2 little drawers. And I'm going to use it for like my self-care things. So like make sure I take my things every day that are going to make me feel better. Oh,
I guess she's going to put this on her dresser, so when she wakes up it's all there. I mean, personally, I would say she is prone enough to clutter that I would be trying to minimize the amount of things she has on surfaces, because she already just gets completely overwhelmed with that, and things get messy really quickly. But if it works for her, I suppose.
Really, Travonda? I got this bottle of, it's herbal treatment that is supposed to be like support for your liver. It's by Renew Life, like critical liver or something like that, because, you know, liver problems. I want to make sure that I'm at least helping it. It's supposed to...
Here's my issue. Hear me out. On one hand, taking supplements to help your body, yes, sure. Especially, like, she sounds here, she's like, oh, taking it seriously, you know, I've got to help my liver. But she's got a deep-rooted and dearly held belief that if she does these things with the supplements, it will wipe out everything else she does. So spending 24 hours eating at Tim Hortons, well, I took my liver supplements, so it's fine. Doing this massive mukbang from whatever junk food place, well, I drank a smoothie. It does, you know, the balance is actually something that cancels it out entirely. And it's simply not the case. So instead of ordering all these things and spending all this money, changing your diet will help. And I realize it's way easier to pop a pill or take a supplement than it is to make real and true changes. But until you make those real and true changes, the pill can't do enough to stop the damage you're doing elsewhere. So it's going to be no good, especially as, I mean, she's saying she wants to be more consistent here, as with everything. But she doesn't take them regularly. But even if she did, she's expecting these supplements to do a lot of the heavy lifting that her changes in diet should be doing, and they can't possibly keep up.
Help with energy too. Biotin, vitamin C, vitamin E. I bought a gummy for that because
biotin makes me break out hair, so badly.
Yeah, it has milk thistle in it, Jamie Rose. That's the primary ingredient, but there's something else too. What else did I get? I'm not sure you want to hear about that. Just more probiotics. I need to start taking them regularly.
I can't believe she's not, quite frankly.
Oh, and I got IB Guard. I saw somebody say something about IB Guard. I didn't get the candy yet.
What is IB Guard?
But IB Guard, I think it's peppermint is the main ingredient in a pill, and it targets your intestinal health, and it's supposed to help with IBS, bloating, and stuff like that.
I mean, the extent she's on, I'd say go to a doctor. Get an actual IBS diagnosis, because, spoiler alert, she doesn't have one. She does have no gallbladder and a terrible diet, which is why I've always said you don't have IBS, you have IBS-like symptoms due to your dietary choices. But it does seem to have gotten significantly worse. And again, I don't think these all-natural supplements are just strong enough to be able to counteract everything else in her life.
Another thing, High Life and stuff.
I wonder how much money she spent on these supplements. She tends to go for the really expensive, like organic special.
2 days, just 2 days.
This is why I think we're in for not another health journey, because theoretically we're on a health journey now. I know the mukbangs might have confused you. But she seems to be at a point right now. She's like, no, I must be health. I must be health. We'll see. What I'm going to do is
make sure I take those things. You know, when I bought a multivitamin, just make sure I get enough, like, stuff. Oh, and Vega One, they make nutritional shakes. They have pre-made chocolate shakes. Hi, West Coast lass.
You are not lacking in protein. There is no need for you to be drinking shakes. Yeah? Eat some balanced food. Like, have the bulk of it so you at least feel a bit more full. The shakes will add calories. I mean, they do have good stuff in them. There's reasons to drink protein shakes. I had to drink a lot of them post-surgery because I only had so much space. There is no reason for her to be drinking them.
They are delicious. They taste so good. They're like protein, but they're vegan. I don't know if you ever tried them.
They're vegan, so they're great.
Although, they are so
guys,
good.
Can I say, every vegan protein I've ever tried has just tasted appalling. I think because they tend to rely on, like, pea protein, which is disgusting. I mean, she seems pretty happy with it, but she seems happy with a lot of things when she's in the first flush of the honeymoon of the decision to get healthy. So...
them on Amazon. They have like nothing gross in them. They don't even taste proteiny, but they have all really good whole food, natural foods in it. So it's a good like supplement if you're not really eating as much really good healthy food as you should. It's called Vega One, VEGA1. It's the already made nutritional shakes. I got 12 bottles. See, I don't like the protein powder, Victoria, but I like the pre-made shakes for some reason. It's so weird. Hi, Stacy. Proteiny. You know that, like, proteiny taste?
That is a thing, to be fair. Like, proteiny, yes, I do know what you mean.
Anyway, lost 40 pounds.
Kind of
kratom. Oh, really? Woman of a
way thing.
Hi, Thor.
Oh, her chat was going nuts after this was said. Her chat was like, don't do that, it's a terrible idea. I don't know what kratom is, but there were some feelings about it.
Yeah, fake sweetener. This one doesn't have that taste. So, I really like those shakes. So I ordered 12. And I'll have one a day. You know, for when you're craving something. I always crave like a glass of chocolate milk. This tastes like that. You put them in the fridge. And it has tons of vitamins and minerals that you need. So,
okay. Which is great. But if you're also taking supplements. And you're also taking like a multivitamin. You're also taking the other things. You don't need to get... Even if you're not eating, like, real food, you don't need to get your vitamin and minerals from these protein drinks. I I don't understand what purpose she thinks they're going to serve other than it sounds healthy in her head.
Orange juice diet? No. I can't do just orange juice.
Oh, someone asked her if she was going to do an orange juice diet, like apparently Nikocado is, I guess. I don't watch his channel, I'm not sure. Sounds like a terrible idea. But I love it. She's like, no, I couldn't possibly. She's done multiple attempts at juice fasting and it's always ended terribly. But I do remember she doesn't really like orange juice that much, so. Even though, hang on.
Yeah, I have to.
That's just occurred to me. She doesn't like orange juice that much compared to other juices, because I'm sure she said that in her previous juice fast. But didn't she order a couple of orange juices from Tim Hortons the other day? Is it just, again, because she thinks it appears she's got this really weird idea of what healthy is? I don't know.
Even run by my doctor all this stuff I'm taking, actually.
Oh, God.
They'll probably go, no.
How has she not done that already? Even if it's a natural thing, in certain amounts, it can definitely counteract with medication she's taking. Also, could you imagine that conversation with her dietitian? To say, okay, I'm taking this, and this. Okay, but how's your food going? Oh, Wendy's. Excuse me?
That's right, Shauna. Give me your money, bitches. No, I'm just joking.
She always falls back on the, no, I'm just joking. But she's serious. It's like when she does the likes and she's like, I can't believe there's no likes. Do the friggin' likes. And then she laughs like it's a joke. It's not a joke.
I like bubble tea.
You just said you didn't like bubble tea. Oh, maybe she just said she didn't feel like it. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Rip Van Waffles. Never heard of that.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, man. This is so good. This is pure watermelon. I love watermelon.
I hate it.
It's so refreshing, you know what I mean?
I don't know why. I just despise it.
So, we have to go pick up our groceries.
It's a hard knock life.
Watermelondria? What is that? Yeah, so I planned like a meal plan. Gonna be cooking. Well, making at least one meal.
I was gonna say, really? Like, that's got. Oh no, scratch your ass. Go on, just take a break. Guys, a shift has happened. Did she get on the scale? Something else, actually. She was saying the other day, she was like, I haven't gained a pound. And in one of her rages. And I was like, but she's been talking for days about how she's not weighing herself right now because intuitive eating and it's bad for her. It's bad for her to weigh herself. And I'm like, so how do you know you haven't gained a pound then? So I think she's weighed herself and something has happened, or maybe she has a doctor's appointment coming up and she's going to have to answer some questions, because you know what she's like. When she's done something for a day, then that's her new lifestyle and this is what she does. So if she gives up fast food for the day, for example, I'm not saying she's doing that here, but her response to well, how's your diet? Oh, I don't eat fast food, because that's her new plan and she hasn't done it for a day. So I wonder what's spurred this on.
British foods? I want to make chicken fried steak one day. I never had that. Is it good?
That's not British food.
I was going to do like a soul food Sunday video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I bought...
That was a separate thought. I was like, what makes you think chicken fried steak? We will own some shit, but chicken fried steak is not us. Also, if I could think of a food less suited to her current diet, if she's going to go for home cooking, the fact that she's gravitating towards chicken fried steak of all things, I'm like, guys, you don't need any southern food in your body. As far as I understand southern food, it's basically 90% butter and grease, yes. In a delicious way. I've seen some beautiful looking food, but I don't think it's a good option for you.
Cranberry gummies too, because cranberry...
Gummies?
Hi, Siam.
Oh, does she mean the supplements?
Cranberry helps me so bad with my...
So bad?
Helps me so good.
Oh, thank you.
You're not coming over here and putting your bum in my face. Wait a few minutes.
Please don't.
So
don't have his bum in your face. Don't wait a few minutes. Just don't do it.
Cranberry is good for preventing UTIs and even helping treat it. Like, I find it makes me feel better, like my bladder feel better.
Definitely, I've had times where I've been recommended, drink cranberry juice because you're more prone to that kind of stuff when you're on antibiotics and you're killing off things, and you know. So I've done that to help prevent them. But does she have a UTI right now? Like, is it a result of a combination of her medications? Like, maybe see your doctor. Maybe see your doctor for something more effective to make sure, like you said, that nothing's interacting with anything. I don't know if cranberry does interact with anything, but she has got enough issues and she's on enough medications that even little things should be treated as serious things, and she should just go and see somebody or have a virtual consultation.
No, I didn't, Star Sparkle. I have to check if they do react. And then I'll have to tell my
medication
doctor about it.
Yeah, please do.
But
please do. That would be great. I don't think she will, but that would be great. Why are you glaring
Yeah,
at
I found on Pinterest like a recipe for chicken fried steak with mashed potatoes and southern gravy.
I don't think anybody needs that amount in their body.
I discovered that I don't like Chinese food.
What?
And I don't mean like all Chinese food. I mean like Canadian Chinese food.
Excuse me?
Like, at all. Like yesterday I brought some over too.
Sorry. She's discovered, like she's never tried Chinese food in Canada. Alright. I might be wrong about this. I haven't, as I'm reacting, I haven't checked it. But I'm pretty sure she has Chinese food mukbangs that she seemed to very much enjoy in her channel history. She has wiped a lot of stuff, but I'll go look. And I'm pretty sure one I remember not that long ago was, I think, her mall food mukbang. So not only was it shitty Chinese food, it was shitty mall Chinese food. So to be like, oh, no, Canadian Chinese food, like I couldn't possibly. Excuse me? I will have to check, but I'm pretty sure she's had it multiple times on channel.
My mom, like, she and my grandma wanted Chinese food. And since my grandma hasn't really been eating and she's fussy, so I'm like, oh, Chinese food, you know? So I brought it over and...
Again, sorry, I keep stopping this. So they were feeling like Chinese food, or you suggested Chinese food? Because you kind of said both there. And if they've just come out of hospital, is shitty Chinese food a good idea? I mean, I suppose she is saying, like, her gram's not really eating, and if she feels like it, give her anything to get the food into her, which I completely understand. But that doesn't seem like a great convalescent food.
Ugh, none of us. It's all, like, I find it's all beige.
Yes.
It's all greasy.
Yes. I swear to God, I'm just thinking about that more food mukbang, which I'm sure she had some kind of Chinese-ish dish and she fucking loved it. I will say, in this particular thing though, I do agree with her. I've lived in China twice. I worked in Nanjing for a little while, and I came back, I did some other placements, and then I worked in Beijing for a couple of years. So I know real Chinese food, and I don't particularly like British Chinese food for the same reasons. I find all the sauces to be super syrupy and sugary. I find the food to be very beige, and aside from the very sugary syrup, excuse me, speaking, I just find it quite bland as a whole. So I don't find it to be the same as Chinese food in China at all. So I get what she's saying, but this idea of, oh no, I've just discovered this, I couldn't possibly defile my body as a temple. Attitude that's coming with it, like, oh no, it's beige food. What have you been eating the last few days? Come on.
It feels, I don't know, it doesn't make you feel very good.
No, it doesn't, but it's never stopped you.
But I like actual Chinese, like Szechuan and like, you know, but not like the junky, like...
I'm pretty sure she loves the junky fried
rice that's all oily
rice.
And... anyway, you know what I mean?
I don't believe you. I do know what she means. I've lived it, but I think the evidence is going to be against her in her channel history. But I will check that. I'm willing to admit that I am wrong.
Normally, I would love that, but I find that Chinese is just something I can't tolerate anymore. Hi, Tristan.
Anymore.
You know, like some foods you just stop liking because they're just gross.
I mean, that's fine, yes, but to say I don't like it because it's beige and greasy, and then on the other hand be talking chicken fried steak, I'm struggling to combine those two ideas, particularly in the light of all the mukbangs you've been doing recently. Like, how is the spicy chicken sandwich any better, really?
And maybe I will. I don't know, but
burger and fries, I'm here for it.
Sesame chicken, it just tasted like fried chicken.
That's what it is.
Chunks of fried chicken and like a creamy, greasy. It tastes like chicken and mayonnaise or something. I don't know. It was really gross.
That does sound really gross. I don't think it's meant to be a creamy sauce, but... Ugh.
And then the rice was all oily. Yeah, making your own fried rice. YVAF.
She has standards, you guys.
Oh, thank you, YVAF. Thank you so much for your super chat.
Her cat is currently behind her plotting her death. Look at him.
Thank you. You ate the wrong pizza.
No, I will bide my time. Oh.
Yeah, like it has to be fresh, really good Chinese food. Like the place, I guess it's just the place I ordered from.
Like the
more
mall.
Junky, cheap, gross, dime a dozen Chinese, you know?
I have my doubts.
Please send me BBJ. Mall Chinese food. Yeah, Mike, it's like, it's not the same. Oh no, Tracy Bell.
You've eaten it perfectly happily quite recently. Or maybe not that recently, to be fair. I have to check the dates.
I don't know, even some old Chinese food is better than... Yeah, it's just really greasy and oily and sitting under a hot lamp and stuff. I guess I just
Which
want to
doesn't
try to
happen
eat
in the
more,
mall.
like fresh stuff, like real authentic. So let's say I do a video on Chinese food. I'm actually gonna like go down to Chinatown and like talk a bit about the history of that and find like the best rated Chinese food.
She's been saying she wants to do these kind of food travel things for a good long while. So I think that... Oh, that was a terrible freeze throw. I think this is just, again, this idea rearing its head. But I don't think she's going to do it. Or if she attempts it, I don't think she's going to do it well. And I don't think she should attempt it with all the lockdown and everything. But it sounds like it's an immediate plan. But I feel like she's got this idea. At some point in the future, I will do this. And then it doesn't end up happening. But, I mean, authentic Chinese food is very nice. It'd be nice to see her eating a better quality of food. But I don't see this changing.
Szechuan place or something like that, like dim sum or something. Not like cheap, junky, just like order on Uber Eats kind of Chinese place. No, I don't want to do that anymore. It just really doesn't agree with my stomach. And
this seems very
sounds good,
clear-headed for you.
Please
see how long it lasts.
Pick on Instagram. The next challenge I want to do is eating only food from the dollar store, but I'm going to wait a little bit till I can stomach that.
Why?
But I want to see if I can make like healthy meals at the dollar store. It'd probably be all canned.
Okay, so healthy meals. That would have been something to do with her. I mean, she still would have gotten backlash for it. I still would have been like, why F are you doing Tim Hortons? To see how she could eat healthily at these places. But right now, this is all just dreams and wishes that when the reality sets in and she wants something different to eat, will disappear.
For a day, you know. Best sign, can you please make merch? Yeah, maybe someday.
She'll never expend the effort. Merch would be a genuinely good idea for her at this point. Like I've said, any other source of income would be great. And she does have phrases and things she's known for. Not necessarily things she wants to be known for, but she does have those things. And other people will take advantage if she doesn't. So I'd say, if it's yours, do it.
Like raviolis. You know what? I like that food. Raviolis. What else would be there? Yeah, I don't know if I can stomach it right now. Ravioli.
Why is ravioli the only food she can think of?
Like good food like fresh or frozen. It has just canned.
I mean, that wouldn't be that much of a change for her.
Bread. I could buy bread. Pepperoni sticks. I love those. The Schneiders. No,
Do you remember when she quit her weight loss doctor's thing after a day because he was saying turkey pepperettes would be a good snack? And now she's like, pepperoni sticks! I love them!
Opsies. I'm gonna have to add veggies, yeah. Or maybe you could recreate your favorite fast foods. Yeah, I could do that too.
Again, and that's something that kind of leads more to her taste, saying, okay, recreating fast food. She's been saying that again and again and again. She's never done it, so.
Put up. Yeah, I'm timing it because I have to go out, so. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in 2 days for a video will be out on the 3rd.
Can't wait to see it.
Anyways, wait, did I say the 3rd? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a video out on the 3rd, so. A shirt. Hi, Gabrielle. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out anyways.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, she's just going to thank her subscriber and people now. I was about to say you're welcome, always a pleasure, never a chore, but... But anyway, it was nice to not be cussed out while watching her and told we're pieces of shit. That was a good little break for me. It was nice to have a shorter live to deal with. It will be nice to have more planned videos in the future if she does end up following through. I'm finding it hard to get hopeful because of her history and because she is working so hard to rehabilitate her channel right now. I think she will promise anything right now to kind of give that impression, but how much she's willing to follow through on, we will have to see. Okay, everybody, I'm going to go get this edited. Guys, I recorded this in... Windows 10 has like a native screen recorder, and I didn't realise, and now I feel stupid that I didn't realise because my screen recorder is glitchy AF. So I'm quite excited to see how this has worked. Other than that, I guess I'll see you when she comes back. Bye, teacups.